Welcome to Friday League. My co-commentator's just having a little giggle. Not sure why.
No idea.
No idea.
It's so long since the last match.
It's been a long time since our last match. I definitely haven't been standing here for 3 consecutive matches recording. But it's okay, I'm still excited for some high quality ultimate here between the black team
Papa.
and the red team.
Hotel.
Papa versus Hotel. Papa in the black, Hotel in the red. We've got 2 reasonably strong lines here as well. Sam Hawkins, of course, club captain there.
It's definitely Team Little versus Team Little and Large.
And certainly neither of these lines exceptionally tall. No Chris Kurzweils or Joe Van der Wiels to speak of.
There is a J-Law. There is a J-Law.
J-Law, the tallest player on the pitch at the moment. And will they make use of that? We'll have to see.
Will he use his formidable height in the end zone?
Formidable height. J-Law, of course, having a great game last time out, scoring at least a hat-trick. We're not sure if it was 3 or 4 points, but certainly doing very well for his team and handling very nicely as well. He was my Mark Jones of the game last time out. And let's see who wins that prestigious award this time. Victor Tan, of course, a very athletic player in his own right, and adept at handling as well, and possibly in for P-Money, doesn't matter. Casual little toss over to the side, and only takes this team a minute to score. Very well done.
Quite a contrast to the game between Sierra and whoever they were playing.
Yeah, definitely is. Last game was 3-2 it ended, very low scoring.
Yeah.
It's very hard to memorise all these names, to be honest. Very difficult, but nevertheless, you can see that both these teams are playing some decent ultimate already. Very quick score there. And can the Reds respond? I believe the red team won their last game. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, and immediately responding
Liquid
over to Cam.
Frisbee.
That is a liquid frisbee.
What that means.
And black team in their last game. How did they perform?
Black team.
Very hard to keep track. Of course, there are a couple black teams.
Game, isn't it?
Perhaps their first game. No, we've seen P-Money play before. They lost to Team Frigate, to the white team, of course, Team Sierra. So we'll wait and see what happens here, but very close in these opening minutes. Warwick Hughes just talking to his team. And Callum Matchin just focusing my camera for me there. Very kind of him. Here we go. Nice. Long pull. P-Money having to start all the way from the back of his end zone. And a little bit of a collision there. But the play continues. Interesting call there, but no harm done. Oh! It's very nearly a Callahan. Oh, I nearly got very excited there, but unfortunately able to grab onto it. Victor with a vicious fake there, over to the middle, and Dan nearly with a Callahan of his own. It's all kicking off here in this point. Who can take advantage? Rory Hughes stepping up to the disc, on the line. And he jump in, not quite. Oh. Balletic to start. Just takes a little tumble at the end, but a good effort nonetheless to toe the line. Rory Hughes trying to thread the needle there, but no one able to grab onto it, and Victor Tan with the disc again. Victor and P-Money, of course, a great handling combination. What can they do here? Just not able to grab onto that. P-Money recovering from an illness recently. Could that be hampering his game?
Could be. Who knows?
Usually so sure on disc, but just drops that there. But we'll see how he responds now. Marking Rory, doing very well to stay up the line with him.
I think you'll find very few things that throw P-Money off his game.
Certainly.
Commonly referred to by his nickname Alex Porter.
Alex Porter, the nickname that we very amusingly give him. But his real name, of course, P-Money. You can see him performing in Smack every Friday with his country and western dubstep mix. It's an eclectic DJ set. But less on that, more on the frisbee, and that's the score for the red team, 2-1.
Get some revenue for that advertising.
Absolutely. I'll talk to his management after the game.
These millions of YouTube hits.
Yeah.
Yes. Our most popular video, of course, currently on about 300, which is okay, not too bad. Not so
Nearly
bad.
as many views as your mum's sex tape. Isn't it, Carter?
Thank you, Robbie Tink. Moving on to the game. I have no words. Of course, the cheese wing, very famously, going a little bit viral.
Always a viable option against Sam. Can't stop a cheese wing.
That is a cracking nickname.
Most effective after you just point bottom, of course.
Sam Hawkins, of course.
Popular video.
I believe it is. We'll count it as our own video. The famous cheese wing against Sam Hawkins. Sam Hawkins now with a reputation for being cheese winged after being cheese winged once. The cheese wing, of course, a throw that has just been invented against Sam Hawkins. Victor, speedy up the line. And just apologies for Robbie Tink's lewdness earlier, folks. This is, of course,
A family show.
a family show. We don't want any of that. I may ask for that to be edited out later. But if not, I do apologise. A bit of discussion here. I'm not sure what this is about. Do you know, Chris Kurzweil?
I think there may have been a collision between Rory and...
Maybe in a collision. Nevertheless, all sorted out now. And Ed the Fresher, looking a lot less bouncy these days, which is great to see.
sober.
He is indeed sober. Well, as sober as we ever see him.
I do believe Ed the Fresher achieved 2 hours of frisbee earlier in the day.
Did he now? Is that true? Ed the Fresher,
Throwing session.
very keen.
A Hillman defence session.
Very good, and it seems to be paying off here. Landing that assist there, looking very confident. Ed the Fresher, previously known for bouncing around, aka the Fresh King of Angmar after his Lord of the Rings costume the other night, but really looking settled with the disc now. Ed the Fresher just talking to P-Money, just sorting things out, and the score now 2-2. Really close game here. Is that a surprise?
Well, after such a dominant performance by Team Hotel in their previous match, I guess so. It is quite a surprise.
Quite a surprise. Certainly not what I expected, but Black team, to their credit, playing some really good frisbee here. But then again, we expect nothing less for a team that consists of Alex P-Money Porter. Speaking of which, that's lovely. Just up the line there. And this is a common problem for a lot of teams, just struggling to get that goal once they reach the edge of the end zone. Having to bring the disc back now. And that's a nice D. What's the best remedy for that, Chris Kurzweil?
Let's get it in the end zone.
Yeah.
More aggression.
More aggression.
There we go.
Speaking of aggression, here we go. That's exactly what's needed.
They heard me.
They did. Wise advice there from Chris Kurzweil. And I think that might be the case. Just perhaps a little bit timid at the edge of the end zone.
As they say, possession is 9/10 of the law.
It's very true. Very true.
Of course, Robbie. Would hate to miss out on that fun.
And decent little crowd here watching this game. Some good ultimate and a great way to introduce the game to a lot more people as well, which is really nice to see. Rory Hughes with the disc up. The score now 3-2 to red team. Victor Tan. Athletic take. They are indeed. Ooh. Nice slap catch there. Victor Tan over to Alex, just getting there in front of his marker. And Victor Tan, easy as you like, but there is a call here. Was that a pick, Chris Kurzweil?
That was indeed a pick.
That was indeed a pick. So players will go back to their original positions. Just a bit of a collision, stopping the marker from getting where he needed to be.
Adam Blake Carver.
Josh Blake Carver.
Another one of them lefties.
Another lefty, and he's a player who's really come on in his handling. He's very much moulding himself after a player like Ollie Whitehead, who sadly can't play at the moment because of his dodgy legs.
Put this point in.
But I do see a lot of similarities between them. P-Money just doing enough to get that D.
Using his height advantage.
Using his... Well, not so sure about that. Not so sure about that, but a nice leap nonetheless. Victor Tan scampering over to grab the disc. He is Very good leader for his team here. Making his way up.
Leads by example.
Here's the hashtag Victor Cam. Just see what he can do, see if he can get open. And he's very calm. And he sprints downfield to grab that disc. Under pressure from Rory, but gets it nonetheless. And that's gone up. Robbie Tink telling Rory not to foul too much. Very interesting, very interesting. Oh, and that's a wild fake from Rory Hughes, but it works. And a bit of confusion there.
Doppelgangers marking each other.
Doppelgangers. We appear to have Dan Rickers marking Dan Rickers, but I can't tell which is which. Here we go, Dan Rickers with the disc. And that goes down. Dan Rickers doing very well to stop that. And let's have hashtag Dan Rickers Cam. Here we go. We've got Dan Rickers of the black team against Dan Rickers of the red team. And what can Dan Rickers do here? Here we go. Dan Rickers stooping low to get a cut there. Bit of hesitation. Dan Rickers doing well to keep marking him. And Dan Rickers and Dan Rickers staring lovingly into each other's eyes.
Oh,
not even looking at where the disc is. They have, and even adopting the same body shape there. This is fantastic to see. What can Dan Rickers do? Dan Rickers getting open, getting away from Dan Rickers. Dan Rickers, a little fake, up it goes. Not quite there. It's Dan Rickers' disc. What can Dan Rickers do?
Potentially block, is what I'm thinking.
Will Dan Rickers get this disc away to his dump up the line? Or will Dan Rickers stop him? Dan Rickers does indeed get it up to Rory Hughes. Little James Lawton up to big James Lawton. And that goes across. Oh, Victor Tan. Great work. Immediately out. He's ready to keep going. Up the line it goes. Black team really motivated here to get their equaliser. And they do indeed. Very, very well orchestrated there. And the score now, 3-3, 4 minutes to go. Really good play, really good game this. More goals than the last one, which is very low scoring indeed.
Such a race. Like a swan.
And let's just have a look at Robbie Tink here, doing some kind of strange stretch, but...
It's called a YWTA.
Called a YWTA. And what do you make of that, Rob Terrett?
Hey!
He looks a bit like a dick.
He looks a bit like a dick, according to Rob Terrett. Now, Rob Terrett, thanks for joining us here. Top draw game in your last one. How did you feel playing there?
Frustrated.
Frustrated? It certainly came through.
We had the chance to win. We had the lead for quite a lot of the game. Lost at the end. And unfortunately,
Yes. Did that shake your team at all? The score just going in there for Reds, 4-3.
flowing nicely.
Yeah, but like first steps get quicker, like you get better.
It's unfortunate for us.
Your team, of course, taking the lead early on, 2-1 there, and then the other team coming back.
Yeah, I mean that's an advanced one. It's like
But we've
Very
come with a small squad today.
Certainly.
Small, inexperienced squad. I'm very happy with how we've done.
Some really good ultimate. Thanks, Rob. Sam Hawkins just playing with the disc before he throws it. 4-3, and they'll look to close out this game now. But what can Victor Tan do?
Dan Rickers with the drop there.
Dan Rickers with the drop there. Unfortunate. He appears to be missing his doppelganger now. Very sad to see them separated here, but
Well, that's what made him drop it.
perhaps that's what made him drop it. An interesting tactic. And was that a chicken wing? Unbelievable. Alcoholico Abuso there with the audacious throw. Victor Tan over to Jamie the Mafia Bar, who of course redeemed himself by taking the pressure home the other day. Sam Hawkins snatching that away from Adam Josh Blake Carver. And I will refer to him by his actual name now just to avoid confusion.
Oh, you've done well there.
Up it goes. Oh! Outrageously good at grabbing. Very true, Rob Terrett. Very true.
You can put that down. Write that down.
I will, I certainly will. Top draw.
I would say so.
There goes on the line. It's a very quick move from Victor. On his toes. Great work, and that's 4-4 now. Just 1 minute remaining, as the man from Berlin would say. Of course, we're not in Berlin now. We're in rainy outskirts of Coventry. But we can dream. It's only a few months until we return to the glorious sandy beach.
Until we buy our beach pitch.
Or buy our beach pitch, either way. When ultimate is the main sport of Warwick University. Here we go. Oh, and that's a lovely one-handed grab from Sam Hawkins. Up it goes. He'll look to close out this game with a win. One of these teams will be looking to get the win here. James Lawton really impressing again today, and I'm struggling to pick my Mark Jones of the match here. Some really good performances all round, although Sam Hawkins potentially could be one of them.
Well, with throws like that, you wouldn't expect.
Perhaps not, perhaps not. Ed the Fresher really impressing me as well this game.
That turnover could cost him the game, actually. There's only 20 seconds remaining.
Certainly could. 20 seconds now. This could be it.
Likes the big shot.
Will they go for it? Victor Tan. Could he make himself the Mark Jones of this game? Over to Ed the Fresher. 10 seconds remaining. Will he panic? Very calmly over to P-Money. P-Money has the skill to get this up. 6 seconds remaining.
5 seconds!
Oh, and it's slapped down. 2, 1. Rory Hughes with the disc. He throws it. Oh! And that's slapped away by Victor Tan. The game ends 4-4. An exhilarating end to that match. Ed the Fresher, nothing if not keen.
Dramatic ending.
Very dramatic finish to that game.
Got a catch though, Sam Hawkins.
Chris Kerr as well. Any picks for man of the match there?
Man of the match, Sam Carter. Excellent commentary.
Sam Carter. Excellent. I'll take it. Thanks for joining us, folks. That'll be the end of the day. See you next time.